Oh, this is gonna be fun. I can't see my fucking jerseys.
Everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should
be performing. He has money right in front of him. Run up on that boy to his cousin right in front of him. You can't hike the ball.
Which of these 0-3 teams will visit the win column for the first
time? You playing 2 games at once?
We're underway here in week 4. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he takes us beyond the 35
good run.
before going out of bounds. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Keenum. Forced out to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? There was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
Another try after the first down sack. Keenum.
Oh, wow. Good throw. Come on, Aaron Robinson. You're going to go on the bench fucking around like that.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on
Yo, you on my running back?
Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy.
Saquon.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd
Oh, no, he don't. He don't. Why's Love right here, man? What formation was that? I gotta change that.
And he's going to get this pretty close to the first down marker at the Giants' 34. Call it a gain of 5
Well, he performing.
but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
A great burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, Keenum. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 19. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Going back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration.
Elite performance. He has money right in front of him. Run up on that boy until his cousin right in front of him.
Get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And they get to him quickly here as he stops right around the 13. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Don't they starting running back got power? I thought he got power.
The right hash here should be an easy one. Santos' kick is up and through, and it's 3-0. The Bears
Elite performance when he has money right in front of him. Run up on that boy until his cousin right in front of him.
Charles, pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your.
I got Daniel Jones.
Means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well. So your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And just not enough on the throw there, down around his feet.
Nobody got open.
Well, he certainly did
I like
a nice
it.
job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And Jones going to keep once more. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. The Bears and the Giants both looking to improve their passing games in 2022. That's for sure. Last year, the Bears ranked number 30 in the NFL in passing yards. The Giants actually one spot worse at number 31. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing Jones. Throw right side, taken in by Bellinger. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Now Jones. Got a man, that's Richie James. He did it again.
Let's go, Richie.
Going to be made at the 38.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
A throw over the middle, taken in. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Daniel Bellinger, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Gano the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Pringle going to stay in the end zone, and this will come out to the 25.
Get you a big boy in the draft, man. Or week 5 next week. It's open. You'll get him.
Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing now is Keenum.
This
is taken in by
Darnell, that little
and he
motherfucker.
takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
Okay, Vaughn, what are you doing? Make the tackle, my
Officially,
boy.
it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. He was able to escape momentarily in the backfield, but you could just kind of tell that wasn't going anywhere.
You know, in the film session, he'll get a minus for not getting him on the ground by himself. But what the coach is really going to analyze, how fast did his teammates get there to help him? If one guy slows him up, everyone else better be there, and that's what they got on that play.
I better play that.
On play action, it's Keenum.
Oh, look at that deep.
Net open, that's Byron Pringle complete.
Oh, you should have stayed out. You would have
Huge
scored.
play there for Chicago. 54 yards. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Word.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal.
There we go. Okay, well, let's go.
Just outside the 5.
Let me see that big red zone stop.
Only a yard that time. Second and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
On second and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss.
Uno más, uno más.
Set on third down.
And now third and goal coming up, the loss on second down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on fourth and goal. On is Santos for the Bears field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Santos' kick is up and through. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move to run that.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
The last play got just a yard. Here's second and 9 from the 26. Operating from the gun, Jones. Catch made by Slayton. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. He finds Ryan.
Good fucking play.
And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Keenum now on first down. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. He couldn't get rid of it.
Why's my defensive line change?
It's second down. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. No gain on the play there. Nice job defensively. And it likely forces a bad situation on 4th. The run on 3rd and long, so I guess waving the white flag a little bit.
Yeah, and I think sometimes teams are so committed to running the football that they'll take a chance, even in a long yardage situation, to let them know on the other side, this is what we're going to be about today. In this case, they didn't get a first down, but if you're thinking along with them, hey, they might be committed to running it all game long.
13 yards on the return there after a punt of 57. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Back to throw. Jones. And that is on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jones.
Oh, good.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield.
Come on, yeah.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game.
My O-line is trash can.
5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And now he'll fire deep downfield for James. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears are going to...
Ain't got no giant. This nigga everywhere. Jaquan Brisker wilding out.
And Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football. Because remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He can have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements. Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what?
What's your running back overall?
From their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10.
Next week.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with a 1-point lead, you'd have to think they'll be looking just to get this to halftime. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Now Jones just going to bat this forward on the jet sweep. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now Jones from the gun on 3rd down. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Jones now throwing on 1st down. He'll let this go for the end zone.
Why would you stop? What a bum. You're out of here. You're going on the bench right now.
Get it back here just shy of the 20.
Nigga can't catch for shit.
Trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
So they get the INT. Now here's Keenum. Flushed out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take it, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
You can pause after this.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone.
Oh, Wanda, you're so small,
so the
man.
decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having
He's so little.
for the 3rd time in this ball game. Eddie Jackson picks it, and the Bears are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 38. And he's going to be stopped
just a yard up to the 39. Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 45 yards rushing for him now to this point. 5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on third. Now a handoff running through the middle. Boy, no chance as he was tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
I see a shake of the head. And you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Credit the tackle for loss to Robert Quinn. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Again, it's Barkley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Here's Jones, throwing on 3rd and long. Escaping the pressure right. Throwing deep for Galladay. And
come on, Kenny.
Incomplete.
You gotta catch those, bro.
Shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now, standing just outside his own goal line.
Oh, get that nigga Darnay.
So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't
That was
necessarily
4 yards?
that.
Damn.
Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
They have 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
From the 50, here's Fields.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time.
Switching helmets in the Big Apple really provided a spark for Leonard Williams, the former 6th overall pick. 18 sacks over the last 2 seasons while playing multiple spots along the defensive line.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. O'Shane Zimenez with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. Here comes the Bears punter now. He's been terrific so far. He'll
field this at the 5.
Nano.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11
Bro,
yards.
watch the stream. That's why I stream. Nano is not allowed in my league. Nano is not allowed in my league.
The Giants offense at the line.
Hurry up and get it off.
Next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this
video
game?
in the chat, go watch it.
Some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. They get 17 more on that one and another first down.
I think I like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Jones on first down.
Oh.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little
Nah, don't blame him for that. That's Madden. Madden broke that.
A little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
On second down, here's Barkley.
Come on, Saquon.
Here from the 49 to the 50. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a
See?
defense is certainly
That wasn't a nano, but you got me in like 2
doing
seconds.
their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Here comes Pettis on the return. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did
Let's go, Shane.
walk a bit in the first half. Now
What?
that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try to get some points.
3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ball hawk, man. He a ball hawk. He not. He is a beast, though. In real life. Because it's me.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
K-Bomb Thibodeau.
A whole lot to speak of there, so bring him down shy of the 20. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on
I'm not going to bless you at
we
all
talk about
this whole
defenders,
quarter.
specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And this will be a Bears first down as he gets this up past the 30. That right there, a good sign for teams that had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on third and
I ain't hear you say nothing about that run.
Top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more. Because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go
Oh,
on
he got
second
you 8
down.
yards.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs. Keep the clock running.
Back up,
Smart,
nigga.
you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Woo!
It's the football. It's loose. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. But he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him.
I can't believe this motherfucker only got 18 yards.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
And Jones is going to put it in the hands of Barkley on the option. And not much running room.
Oh, that's why.
With a gain of 1 that time.
Okay, I see why.
They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down. So out on the field now, Graham Gano in a big spot. This will get the lead up to 7. Gano's kick is good. And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. He's been automatic to this part of the season, and he can make some field regular. And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. 64 yards rushing now as he's done it on 22 carries. Right back to him on 1st down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one. Now left side on the swing pass.
There you go. He broke a tackle on my best corner.
Midfield across the 45. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Well, they certainly had success.
Don't let it happen again, Dory.
The ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Montgomery's a beast. Look at that.
1st down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance.
He's performing. He has money right in front of him.
You're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Yes, sir.
A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker, 4th down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
4th and 1 on your side. Give it to the big man. He gave it to the big man.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Fourth down, Fields has to have this.
Thank you.
On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Giants are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2. And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away.
Come on now.
Still looks a lot like his rookie year. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. False start there. That will set the offense back 5 yards. Brandon, the lineman certainly flinched there before
you serious right now?
A good call.
Peter Piker picked the pack of bullets started touching you.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Back to throw. Jones. Here's Tony on the quick slam. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll try to run for it with Barkley.
I faked it.
He did not get there. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Nah, I ain't got that.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today.
That's still in the end zone?
Yeah, that is much
Come
too
on,
long.
Madden.
That's
Stop
in the
wilding,
end
yo.
zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Now Fields. He's got Mooney on the move past the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line.
A huge play there for Chicago. 47 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
A false start backs him
Agreed
up
on that.
1st and 15. And not much of a hold as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
Well, obviously they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now.
92 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. And they're going to get him down shy of the 1st at about the 13-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
Don't forget knowing where the 1st down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. If you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, If they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And some space here. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, 5, and he takes it in for the score on the game's final play. So
good game, brother. Damn, where's the camaraderie?
That's a little lead, yeah, a little extra on top.
Alexa,
New York Giants, and it was their defense
play Rimble.
Really made the statement after the break.
Would you like to play the music or video?
Yeah, think about
music.
the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the
Rainbow
second
by
quarter.
Casey
Do you
Musgraves
think they
from
thought
Fall
Alexa, stop.
that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half.
Perform when he has money right in front of him. Run up on that boy and kill
His cousin right in front of him. I just tapped his shoulder, so I know that he is touchable.
Put 30 in my trap and then I turned him to a Huxtable.
Hey.
Came a long way from pre-K.
You're eating Lunchables.
I just took your life and as you
No, it's not refundable.
when you up the Smith and
You should never feel uncomfortable.
don't waste any time, bro. Just turn him to a vegetable.
Hey.
Do the job right or you are
Sorry,
doing
doing
federal.
uh.
Don't knock on some wood, but I just feel I did incredible. Helping the suffer fire.
I don't know, but it was several.
I thought it was just him, I can't believe
There was a bunch of them.
Brody did him dirty, hit him up and now I'm stomping him. A lot of demons like the
Summon any one of them.
bodies holding bodies, it was as if they were cuddling.
Well, he performed when he has money right in front of him. Run up on that boy and kill his cousin right in front of him. So I know that he is touchable. Eating Lunchables. It's unrefundable. You should never feel uncomfortable. Hey, he's getting comfortable. What? Pick a bullet's now they're touching you. Same rushes, 103. Well, he has money right in front of him. Run up on that boy and kill his cousin right in front of him. So I know that he is touchable. No, it's unrefundable. Yeah, he got old.
Never feel uncomfortable.
Hey.
He has money right in front of him.
He has money right in front of him.
Are you willing to die for those Christians?
What?
Do you really feel fly and true religion?
Did you think you would survive by 5-6s
You spin a fan
on the burner and die with it? What?
40 corners on roses, the times different. Superchargers on horns, we drive different.
What?
Can you believe that he touched on my lips? Like, why would anyone go against
My slipping.
his grave is his placement? He AWOL. Christopher Dorner and snipers with
Big dogs.
If you can't see I'm a joint, then you're Ray Charles.
Ray.
These niggas distractions, he's acting like Seymour. Run up on me and see what I'm made of.
Hey.
You're better off stealing the fake car.
What?
I'm blowing up. I've been stepping on claymores. The bullet